Welcome back to my episode reviews of my favorite Transformers cartoon ever, Beast Wars. In today's review, we're taking a look at the episode, Changing of the Guard. In this episode, the Maximals try to recover their old defense computer, Sentinel. But before I get to the review, I'd like to tell you about this video's sponsor. Okay, not really a sponsor so much, but I did want to tell you about this Transformers Animated Abridged Comedy Series project being organized by my friend Nin, who you may recall doing some voices for me in my comic book reviews, along with his friend Gold. If you're interested in their Transformers Animated Abridged series, be sure to check out the respective channel links in the description and on screen now in order to stay up to date on its release. Now, on to the review. This episode begins with Rhinox unsuccessfully trying to hook into Teletran 1 so they can use its shields to help defend their base as well as the Ark itself. Although, I gotta wonder, why don't the Maximals just move into the Ark? There's gotta be plenty of space in there. All the G1 bots are on the bridge, right? I'm sure they could borrow some of their quarters. As long as they don't start changing the wallpaper and stuff, history should be fine, right? So their only other option is to recover their old defense computer, Sentinel. And without their new fish friend's help, they're forced to send Rattrap in a tiny hand-powered submarine. Although, how is he supposed to fit in there? It looks pretty small, even for Black Arachnia.
We'll never get back to Cybertron.
Yeah, you just had to say the C word, didn't you?
I didn't realize that Cybertron was a swear word. Does that mean we've been swearing this whole time? I mean, we had a whole show called Transformers Cybertron, which I can't wait to review for you someday. Not to mention there was also the War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron video games, and the War for Cybertron Netflix trilogy. Transformers referenced Cybertron a lot. Oh, Primus, now my video is going to get demonetized for saying Cybertron so much.
I was just thinking, with you inside, that would make a swell cat toy.
So, like a hamster ball, but for rats? Also, it's interesting that Cheetor imagines himself in his old, non-transmetal body. Maybe he's still not used to thinking of himself as a transmetal yet. Well, if he's still having trouble feeling at home in his Transmetal 1 body, just wait a few episodes.
Oh, joy, cyber puberty.
So, Rattrap takes the sub for a swim, complete with musical accompaniment.
Yes, my beloved has many skills.
Silverbolt, what was that face for?
Find any new positions?
So, Rattrap finds the aft section of the Axelon where Sentinel was housed. Funny that word came up in my last review as well. Check out my previous G1 review if you haven't already. Rattrap is about to grab the Sentinel console when an eel pops out just like the one in Mario. Or Zelda. Maybe whoever was working on this episode was playing one of those games at the time. Well, dated video game references aren't Rattrap's only problem, because he is soon caught by Rampage. Luckily, Depth Charge comes to the rescue. I like how when Megatron contacts his troops, we can see that they're playing cards. Again, Hasbro, I would really love some real-life versions of these. Just as I've said in the past with Cyberverse. Getting some Transformers playing cards would be pretty neat. Rattrap retrieves the Sentinel computer and is picked up by Silverbolt, but they're ambushed by Waspinator and Quickstrike.
Sure was nice of them bots to bring her up for us.
Her? I didn't know that Sentinel was a girl. As Depth Charge continues his feud with Rampage, Silverbolt and Rattrap chase after Waspinator, where they pull off a maneuver that reminds me of the one that Hotshot and Medics did in Rescue Bots Academy. So, the show continues with its parade of Looney Tunes-style comedic bits, with Inferno pushing over a tree into their way, and Rattrap using his tail as a fishing rod in order to reel up Sentinel. When Inferno is firing at Rattrap, we see him heading towards a stone bridge, very similar to the one from the beginning of the show where Optimus Primal and Dinobot fought. In fact, this may even be the same one, with Mainframe simply reusing the existing assets. Of course, it can't actually be the exact same one, because that one was already destroyed by the Predacons. Unfortunately, Rattrap doesn't quite make it across this one, but he does plummet into the arms of Silverbolt. However, they both crash into Depth Charge, and Inferno absconds with Sentinel. But there is a silver lining, as Depth Charge officially joins the team. Back at the dark side, Megatron finishes installing Sentinel, giving the Predacons base shields. Although, I gotta wonder, what did they do with the old Predacon computer? Did they replace her? Is she and Sentinel working together? Either way, I don't imagine she's too happy with a new computer AI taking up the spotlight from her. Well, that was a pretty meh episode of Beast Wars. While I do like some of the more comedic moments in this episode, I don't really like it when they go full Looney Tunes like most of this episode. It really undercuts the meaningfulness of the Predacons now having Sentinel. But overall, not the worst episode of Beast Wars. That is still to come. What about you? What did you think of this episode of Beast Wars? Let me know down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you here next time for the next episode, Cutting Edge. So I'll see you back here next time for that.